So last week we put out a video that was the top 5 things that people hate about Coeur d'Alene.
Boo. Yeah, this week we are coming to you with a video that is the top 5 things people love about living in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
Much easier to come up with this video.
Absolutely. So the 5th one is going to knock your socks off. So stick around and find out.
Hi, I am Kristen Horst.
And I am Seth Horst. And together we are 10-8 real estate team. We live and work here in downtown Coeur d'Alene, so we are your Coeur d'Alene experts. And now let's get into the top 5 things that people love about Coeur d'Alene.
All right, number 1 is the downtown in Coeur d'Alene. This is my favorite part of Coeur d'Alene for sure. We've done a lot of traveling and looking for that perfect small town. And when we first arrived to Coeur d'Alene, we knew immediately when we pulled in that that was the town for us. It's cute, it's small, it's clean, it's right on the lake.
Yeah, they did
a lot of good stuff.
It does. They did an excellent job of designing the city to complement the lake, or maybe the lake complements the city. Either way, it's situated just right, and the parks are perfect. Downtown is very walkable. Tons of restaurants, little shops. It's just right, and they do a great job. In the summer, they have these hanging flower baskets on all the light poles. And then in the wintertime, all the trees are wrapped in Christmas lights. So it's like any time of year, it's
just magical.
Completely magical. I agree.
Yep.
All right. Number 2 is the amazing parks, museums, and public land that Idaho has to offer in general.
Art galleries.
I forgot art galleries.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Kind of not my thing, but they're there. The parks. Let's start with that because that is the thing. When we first visited Coeur d'Alene years ago, we came out and I walked onto the city beach right downtown. It's the fort grounds. There's a park right there. Yeah. And I looked out and I was like, this is like the most amazing place that I've ever been.
It's just like trees and grass and this cool wooden playground and the lakes overlooking. They have picnic benches everywhere and a basketball court.
Beautiful sandy beaches.
Oh, yes.
Would you call that a boardwalk? It's not a boardwalk because it's concrete, but a walkway along the lake. That's just, I mean, it's an awesome spot to go any time of year and take a walk. Then on the other side of the resort is McEwen Park, which has an amazingly awesome playground, huge grass fields, splash pad, a pavilion where you can get food. They do an ice skating rink in the wintertime. So there is just like, and these are just the parks right downtown. There are many more in Coeur d'Alene. Yeah. But those are the ones that we frequent because we live nearby. So amazing.
All right. And then let's talk about the thing that you don't care about, I guess, are the art galleries. And there's so many just downtown little shops that carry art and whatnot. And they have an art walk once a month on Friday. Are they Friday nights? Yeah. Friday nights. So we've done that a bit, and that's pretty fun to go do.
It is admittedly fun. I tease. I do like some art. I'm just kidding. But that is a fun thing to do. There's also some museums downtown. And then a big one for me and guys that might be into hunting and being outdoors, public land. Idaho has an amazing amount of public land, and there is so much up here that is really easy to access. So even if you do choose to live downtown and not have a big yard like we did, it's 10 minutes to huge national forests, timberland, all sorts of land that you can go explore, hunt, recreate on. It's all there, and it's all absolutely beautiful.
So number 3 is cost of living. That is something that completely surprised us when we moved to the area. I remember when we registered our vehicles for the first time, and it was probably I don't even know what percentage cheaper. We came from California, so it went from $400 to $500 for my SUV down to I think $100 for 2 years or something like that. Yeah. It was extremely cheap, and that might have even included the state parks pass.
Yeah.
So
it's unbelievably cheaper. Utilities,
gas and electric.
Way cheaper. Vehicle gas is quite a bit cheaper. When we first moved here, gas was under $2 a gallon, and I would send pictures of that to my friends back in California. and bragging about how cheap gas was. Obviously, it's come up a bit since then, but it's still cheaper than a lot of areas out there. Let's see, homeowners insurance, quite a bit cheaper, especially if you're coming from an area prone to wildfires. You are going to be shocked at how much cheaper that is here for you as well. Things like food.
I wouldn't say food is any cheaper. Activities aren't any cheaper.
Not necessarily.
That we've experienced. But some of those main, I guess, pain points in your life are cheaper. So that's nice.
Yeah, it definitely adds up, I would say. All right, the number 4 thing to love about living in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho is the community. I was shocked. I came from a previous line of work as a police officer. That's my hat up there on the wall. And I had a hard time connecting with people in my previous job. Moving here, we knew no one at all. We don't have family here. We had no friends here. We just went for it. And we decided to not turn down social engagements and go do the normal activities that we would do. And we quickly found that the quality of people here that are, I hate to use the term like-minded because it's kind of cliche, but it's true. People that are like-minded and into the same types of things. And we just aligned really well with them.
So I would say a lot of outdoorsy people who love to be outdoors, do things like that, kind of into sports. A lot of entrepreneurs. That's our.
That was a big surprise.
That was a big thing, and that was like some of our favorite part of the community. We live downtown Coeur d'Alene, and we walk to all the different coffee shops to network and do whatever. And there's a lot of people that are, they own their businesses or they do whatever. So they're just creative and they're fun to talk to and see what everyone's doing. It's really interesting.
Yeah, like a really positive energy in those people.
It seems like everyone's happy when you're succeeding or you're doing well. I feel like it wasn't really like that where we came from.
Agreed. And I think people in here are happier in general because a lot of people were leaving somewhere else to escape something for some reason.
Yeah.
And they found a sense of freedom here in Coeur d'Alene that they could not get anywhere else. So I think they're just feeling extremely fortunate and extremely happy to be living in this beautiful place.
I agree. I also feel like, lastly on the community subject is if you are religious, this is a great area. There's a great community of a lot of different religions here, so you can kind of find your tribe that way as well.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready for the last and final one? All right, number 5 is the climate. Now, this could go both ways. So I love warm weather. And Coeur d'Alene isn't necessarily that all the time, but when it does get nice, so June through, October this year?
Yeah.
It is magnificent. I mean, you don't want to leave the area. It's just gorgeous. It's the perfect temperature. For me, there's a few hotter days where they get up into like 100-ish. Occasionally, but it's really rare. So everything else is, I think we were running average around in the 80s last summer. It is just so amazing.
I have to touch on the length of the days in the summer too.
Oh, yeah.
So in the wintertime, the days are very short. In the summer, it is the complete opposite, and it is light out until, 10 o'clock at night?
Yeah, like 4 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Right.
So you've got a long day. A lot of people that we talk to say you rest during the winter because you're playing in the summer, all day long.
Like going hard
all
day, packing as much in as you can during your day. And, it's very sunny in the summer. The weather is just absolutely perfect.
And plenty to do. So much to do. There's all the lakes and the public land, so hiking and whatnot is just huge. Winters, if you aren't someone who absolutely despises colder weather, then and like outdoor stuff, there's so much to do in the winter. There's, what do you say, how many mountains close by?
4 or 5 ski resorts within an hour and a half. Tons of snowmobiling. That's really popular out here. Snowshoeing, cross-country skiing,
any
ice
winter
skating.
sport, you can think of is around here. Ice hockey, which that's year-round, but a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah. So climate, for us, is absolutely awesome.
It's worth the longer winters.
I should touch on. We also get 4 very distinct seasons. So some areas don't have that or not used to it. Where I grew up on the East Coast, it was like that. We have a very distinct fall. The air cools down a little bit. You see the beautiful change in color in the leaves and the trees. And then you go into wintertime, go through that, and then spring. And here, spring is amazing. Our first year here, we didn't realize most of the trees in downtown were flowering trees. So as you're walking around downtown Coeur d'Alene, it's just flowers everywhere. And it's amazing.
It's breathtaking, for
yeah,
sure.
If you hike Tubbs Hill in the spring, which is a park downtown, there are wildflowers all over. And it's really hard to describe in words. You really need to see it in person.
So those are our top 5 picks for the things that people love about Coeur d'Alene. We hope you found this information helpful and entertaining a little bit.
Hopefully. Either way, we are both real estate agents here in Coeur d'Alene. We live downtown. We like to think of ourselves as local experts. So we love feedback and we love questions. If you have questions about the area, neighborhoods you'd like us to go show you, we understand a lot of people are looking at Coeur d'Alene remotely, living somewhere else, thinking about moving here, not sure how to make that happen. We can help you with that too, because we've done it and we've done it for lots of our clients. So please reach out and ask those questions and we will get answers for you.
All right. Well, if like and subscribe, we'd appreciate it, so we can keep these videos coming to you.